Hey, Andrew here. I have a series of questions regarding the local link exchange community. If you're not sure what that is, it's basically a handful, well, I should say it's over 100 people now that are in a Discord swapping links between their different websites. And we're doing four-way link exchanges, which I'll explain a little bit later how it works. But for now, I just wanted to take the opportunity to answer all these questions one by one. So the first one is from Brian. He says, Andrew, I'm interested but concerned that Big G would devalue these types of links. I assume that this is like me putting my link at the bottom of a client website that I built for him. Something like powered by or website managed by, am I correct? So that's not correct. What we're doing basically is you are trading one of your links in exchange for someone else's. Typically, it's the style of the link is like a niche edit, where you will go to an old blog post and insert a link in exchange. The other webmaster that you have created some kind of or some kind of agreement with will do the same for you for your website or your client's website. So if it's a new website, then it won't really have much juice unless it's got some power, correct? That's correct. Generally, people are trading links between sites that are have some traffic. Most of them have verified Google business profiles, and they're just legitimate businesses, basically. So how do we know what we would be getting in return for giving out some juice on my client side? So it's not really an automatic thing. It's something that you go in there, you see what people have, and you see what they're offering in return, and then you message them and you say, I have this, maybe we could trade for that, yada yada. It's basically uh, a manual discussion that goes on in private just to see what you can set up. So Robert says site A links to site B, site C links to site D. What links to site A? So let me see if I can explain this a little bit better here. So your site A links to their site B, and in exchange, their site C links to your site D. So this is called a four-way link swap. Four-way, baby. Four wax, four-way. But yeah, this is how it works. It's just one link in exchange for one link, and it's not it's typically um like standard link types will. Let me turn this on real quick. So standard link type link exchanges will be like A to B in exchange for B to A, and that's really like Google could just see that, and that kind of that exchange is basically kind of devalued because they see that, oh, you link to the site because they link to you in exchange, and that's not really what we're going for. We're going for something that's way more obscure and a lot more undetectable. That's why we do the four-way link swaps. Hope that explains it better. Let me see the question here. Andrew, we currently work within niche redacted service companies, 15 of them. Would it make sense for me to apply since I would only offer or receive for one niche? And that's yes. There's a lot of home service companies in there that would be happy to exchange with your sites. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact niche. Like, for example, if I have a handyman site, I can trade with a HVAC site, or I can trade with a roofing site, or I can trade with a concrete site because they're all kind of in the same vertical. Ideally, what you'd want obviously the same niche, handyman for handyman. But if you can't do that, a lot of people are just fine with as long as it's generally relevant. A link is a link. Let's see the next question. Hey Andrew, please add my head of SEO and brother redacted to the Discord so he can execute the exchanges for me while I track down clients. Cheers, Eric. So if you have like a virtual assistant or you have somebody that you partner with that you want to try to get in there and facilitate link exchanges, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. John says, this isn't really a question, it's more of like a statement. It is still worthwhile to bring local sites to the table, even if they aren't currently generating leads. I've seen very real and direct impact from local website backlinks that were not connected with the GMB. So that's true. The reason I say it's generally a good idea if the site has a verified GBP profile is because once you attach a verified profile like that to a website, it adds the trust and legitimacy to the website. And so your outbound links from that site are going to be a lot stronger than a local site that doesn't have that going for it. Um, and I also kind of say that just to kind of filter out people with PBNs that want to exchange links from PBNs. I mean, we've had the group going for a few years now, and one of the common complaints is people will try to trade their PBN links for someone's legitimate like local site links, and it doesn't really work. Like if you're expecting to do that, you're gonna have a difficult time. Jess asked, do you do link groups like this for any other types of sites like non-local sites? We really don't. This is the only one we have, but there's a lot of different niches in there. Like this morning I saw someone with like a niche, it was like antenna rays or something like that. There's just all kinds of stuff in there. Um, but the local niches are obviously a lot more prolific than affiliate niches. Dave says, I just submitted my application for this. Can you fast track so I can start using this exchange? Yeah, just email me, Andrew at marketercenter.com. I'll be happy to just shoot you an invite if you think like sometimes it just gets lost in the mail. Or you just want to poke me and make sure you get your invite. Also, if you have any questions, email me, Andrew at marketercenter.com, and I'll be happy to help you.